Now, the local arm of global charity movement ACT Foundation South Africa has been involved in huge collection drives to assist those affected by the killer storms in and around Durban. Board member Sulosh Pillay is in Durban. She joins us on the line. Ms. Pillay, what have you seen on the ground today? Just give us a sense.
It was absolutely a surreal scene right through. I foresee a problem being where there's going to be secondary repercussions after this, because people were absolutely traumatized at what they saw. It was so unexpected because Durban does not get this kind of weather. And suddenly people are without their houses. They've seen their children float in water. It was really, today was just a scene that is out of a movie, really. It was just like a nightmare.
Is it possible to quantify how many people do not have power, how many people are displaced because they simply do not have homes?
Yes. Unfortunately, the areas we went to was Amauti. We went to the one in Amblazi, and we did a few in-between areas. But those areas, they were just outed. I can't give you exact figures. I'm not really sure of that. We went mostly to go and see what humanitarian aid we can offer to them. Our organization is a global organization, and obviously all our members globally wanted to contribute something. So today, our first priority was to go and see what hot meals we can give for them for today as an interim measure. And over and above that, we are doing a collection of clothes and blankets and the necessities that people will need in the coming weeks.
Did you see people still mopping up? We were talking about schools, so kids can't go to school, then at home perhaps they can't study either because it's still drenched in water?
It was an absolute havoc to watch. And honestly, everyone that was in our team as ACT Foundation as well had tears in our eyes because, what can we do? We can just hug them and say it's going to be okay. But we are not there on the, with them to feel the pain that they feel at the moment. They've lost, lots of them have lost everything. The one person that showed us in a house that the stove and the fridge was actually on the ground. It was, demolished totally. So they don't even have food for this particular day. Their belongings, the personal stuff that is very, very pertinent and very personal to each one of them has gone. So, it's almost like their life had been wiped out in that few hours. It was very traumatic to watch.
Ms. Pillay, tell us more about the needs, and is there a way that South Africans can get involved?
Yes, indeed. There is a lot of organizations that are actually at the moment collecting on behalf of all the people that are displaced and people that are in community centers. It's a collaborative effort, and I think we should all come together, and that's what we try to do today as well. As ACT alone, we cannot act, but we had seen collaborations with other organizations, like-minded organizations like ours, where we said, okay, so you take the blankets, you would do the blankets, and we would perhaps do the food hampers, or we would do the next week, where the coming weeks are going to be traumatic for them. You see, at the moment, because it's all in the news, everyone is out there trying to do their bit. But now in a week's time, they are really the forgotten people again. So that's where we come in. We say we want to be there as continuity as the weeks go on as well, to make sure these people are treated, but more than anything, also their trauma is taken care of. Because honestly, if you look at the people on the ground, the fear, as to what has happened, and the reality just setting in now that actually we've lost everything that we worked for all our lives. It is really traumatic.
So true. The recovery could take weeks, months, years for some. That was Sulosh Pillay, board member of charity movement ACT Foundation of South Africa.